Hello everyone, and welcome to my latest review, in which I'll be discussing one of the most anticipated films of 2026, that being Spider-Man Brand New Day. So without further ado, let's get into my thoughts on the movie. The story picks up a few years after Doctor Strange's spell wiped everyone's memory of Peter Parker's identity. Right away we get Tom Holland's Spider-Man back on the streets, doing what he does best, that classic neighbourhood-friendly crime fighting we've come to know from Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's takes on the character. Honestly, this is something I've been dying to see in Holland's run. Spider-Man actually swinging through Manhattan and taking down bad guys the way he does in the comics and other adaptations. And the film delivers. Beyond the action, the story does a genuinely great job of putting Peter through the ringer emotionally. Especially in the aftermath of No Way Home, we really feel the loneliness of his situation, the isolation, the sacrifice, the price he pays to protect the people he loves. Another highlight is how the movie plugs Peter into the wider MCU. We get scenes with Bruce Banner, the Punisher, and more. It's clear the filmmakers understand the sandbox Peter lives in, and they're not afraid to let Spider-Man lean on these characters when the story calls for it. Destin Daniel Cretton steps into the director's chair, taken over from John Watts, who helmed the previous trilogy, and he clearly gets it. His love for the character shows in both the big set pieces and in the quieter, more introspective moments Peter and Spider-Man go through. If there's a knock here, it's less on Cretton and more on the VFX team, as the CGI is spotty in a few places, particularly during these swinging sequences. To be fair, this is an industry-wide issue, as major studios routinely overwork and underpay their visual effects teams. Even going back and rewatching the Raimi films is a reminder of just how much care and effort went into those old-school effect shots to make them feel believable. Tom Holland is brilliant once again as Peter Parker and Spider-Man. He brings a real maturity to the role that tracks with the character's growth since the Watts trilogy, and this is Peter stepping into early adulthood. The isolation his character feels comes through beautifully in Holland's performance, and he clearly understands the quiet, non-verbal moments carry just as much weight as the spectacle. His chemistry with Zendaya is fantastic too, and their real relationship absolutely translates to the screen. The rest of the cast pulls their weight as well, from Mark Ruffalo, John Bernthal, and Sadie Sink. They all deliver strong performances. My biggest issue with the film is pacing. At 2 hours and 25 minutes, there's a noticeable bloat. Once Spider-Man defeats Hulk and captures Jean Grey, it genuinely feels like the movie's wrapping up, but then it keeps going, tacking on another extended climax around stopping Jean Grey from leveling New York, and it's the kind of storyline that might have been better served as its own X-Men movie or MCU outing, giving the consequences of a mind control rampage more room to breathe. Overall, Spider-Man Brand New Day is a solid entry in Tom Holland's run as the character. It explores sides of Peter we haven't fully seen before, while still delivering the big MCU spectacle we've come to expect. Despite some third act pacing issues, it mostly nails its summer blockbuster premise. So overall, I'm going to give Spider-Man Brand New Day a 6.5 out of 10. Now I want to hear from you, as I want to hear your thoughts on the movie, so please drop your thoughts down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.